In this video, I completely forgot about my current setup and I built the smallest gaming setup possible. I mean, I want the keyboard to be smaller than my hand, I want the monitor to be small, even the PC won't take up any room. But to build this small gaming setup, I'm gonna need some small parts, and nothing in the setup is gonna work. You know what that means? Let's head over to Amazon. Alright y'all, I'm on Amazon searching for a small monitor, and I don't want to do something like I'm not doing a 10-inch monitor. I'm not gonna lie, this thing looks perfect right here, a little 20-inch monitor. Woohoo! This thing's not even 1920 by 1080, bro. Nope. Add it to the cart. Alright, so I found this one-handed keyboard that would be perfect, but like, how do you even type with the other letters? Y'all, you know what? I'm trying to build a tiny setup, and I think this is the best keyboard for it. Add it to the cart, and I need a tiny... should I get that? Y'all, I couldn't really find like any tiny mini mouse, but because this one's so light, I think it'll be like, honestly, the smallest we can find, and it's kind of compact because it has a lot of holes in it. Add that thing to the cart too. I guess all mouses are technically considered small because you're never gonna have like a big old chunky mouse in your hand. And to wrap off all of our small peripherals, I'm gonna go with this sweet looking Galaxy mouse pad. All right, y'all, here's the cart we got right here, and I will see y'all back when everything arrives. As you guys can see, it is a new day, and officially all of our products have arrived. We got this tiny little monitor, dude. We have these, you know what I'm saying? We get all our stuff. First package we're going to be taking a look at, though, is our sponsor of today's video, which is this little tiny mini PC. But as you guys can see, this is the tiny PC we're going to be using for the small setup. It is the Geekon GT13 Pro, and this thing is a beast. Yo, look how tiny this PC is. Dude, it like literally fits in my hand. And under this, and under that. Of course, we got all of our goods. We have what looks like the power source, HDMI cable, or maybe just the power source, I don't really know. Then here's the stand for mounting. So let's move our tiny PC over here and continue with the rest of the stuff that we have. Alright, so now it is time to mount the monitor onto the stand, as we already got the stand assembled. I'm just still in shock how literally small this PC is, dude. What in the heck? Let's get this monitor stood up. Whoo, yes sir, that's a big old monitor. We'll plug everything in now so you don't have to worry about it later. Then we'll just plug that into the HDMI right there. Wow, what a beauty. And of course you can't forget our little tiny mouse pad. Also smaller than my hand. That's how you find a mouse pad right there. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, y'all, that's what I'm talking about. That's the setup right there. We will need an Ethernet source, so I'm just gonna take the one from my old setup and put it there. So it's not gonna be like super clean, but it's gonna work. And let's go. Bam. Holy money, guys. Look at this. Ooh, and we got windows on it already. Let's go. Dude, we got this thing's a freaking jet engine. What if I didn't even realize, but this thing came with a USB. I'm gonna try plugging this thing in wirelessly. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna go ahead and progress through all this window stuff, and then I'll see you guys back when I get to the home screen. Actually, real quick, y'all, listen to the ASMR on this mouse. This thing is clean. And then my one-handed keyboard. Listen to that membrane. Yo, look what I got set up behind it too. Make that setup even cleaner. Also, I realized I can't really sign in because I have half a keyboard, so I gotta go get another one from my closet to plug in just for a second. I do also kind of want to test the limits of this mini PC, so we'll do some testing on different games and all that stuff. Probably on that setup, honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and install Epic Games Steam, and then we'll keep rolling from there. As y'all can see, we got Fortnite installed right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and get everything else, and then I'll just see you guys back when I have everything I want for games. Now that Fortnite is done, y'all, we are gonna go ahead and launch it up and then just get some clips of me playing and see what it's like just playing on this mini setup. To test how this PC is actually gonna work with this small setup, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on unlimited FPS, and then that way we can really just see what it looks like on maxed out settings. Do keep in mind though, because this monitor is so small, it only has 1600 by 900 aspect ratio and not the usual 1920 by 1080. All right, as y'all can see, we're looking at the sky, we're averaging around like low 300 to like high 200 FPS. Just looking around normal like this, it's around 200, which is honestly pretty dang good for this small PC. Yo, it is actually so hard to play on this tiny mouse pad. Like, there's no traction anywhere. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, having this small mouse pad is like really inefficient. It's probably only good if you have like a really high DPI, and I play 800, so that just does not work well at all. I'm not gonna lie, this is 100% playable because we're getting like an easy 200 FPS the entire time. The only caveat with it is that the mouse pad is so inefficient, but if we had a bigger one, this would honestly be a fine setup. I'm not even lying. Now that you guys have seen the entire small setup, I want to go more in depth on the mini PC. The CPU we're rocking is an i9-13900H. We have 32 gigabytes of DDR4 3200 megahertz RAM. It comes with 2 terabytes of storage, but it's allocated at like 1.8, as you can see right there. And then of course, it's just using the integrated graphics of this very beefy CPU. If you would be looking to travel, bring something with you, or you just needed something small that's not going to take up space, this would actually be the perfect PC. In fact, let's get into more in-depth testing of different kind of games so that way you can see all what the performance looks like. And for that, we'll be taking the mini PC and plugging it into the main setup. Alright, so as you can see, we have the mini PC loaded up on our main setup. If you just ignore how bad the cables are, look how discreet that thing is. Literally look at this thing compared to my PC. It's not even like a 16th of the size, dude. It's like actually miniature. But now that I have my good peripherals and actually a good screen, let's go ahead and start testing the limits of this PC on different games.
Absolutely, Scotty. Time for our contestants to prove their mettle.
The match is starting to heat up as the votes have started their first countdown.
Alright y'all, so pretty much in conclusion, I really think you wouldn't be able to run AAA games with this. Fortnite is 100% playable, then also Minecraft, Stardew Valley, Shotgun Farmers, just really easy to run games I think would be 100% fine. But you saw with the finals, that's not the hardest to run FPS game ever, but it was kind of having some trouble. The loading times on things just like working Google Docs and loading up things on YouTube is 100% the best thing about this. It's an i9 GPU, but obviously it doesn't have its own dedicated GPU because it uses the integrated graphics. But for low tier gaming, but high intensity work, this is the perfect PC. I 100% see this functioning more as like a working PC, traveling working PC, more than a gaming PC. But hey, if you want to hit Minecraft on your free time, you can 100% do that. But now let's finally wrap up our additions to the small gaming setup, and then we will wrap up the video. Now to make this setup even more clean, we got to get the essential translucent taskbar. I would say type on my keyboard, but it's just a have, so I got to use this one. Alright, so I'm gonna hit some small little quick cleanup, and then I think that is the final part of our small setup. If you're watching this far, thank you so much. Remember to use my discount code in the description if you want to get 5% off of the mini PC. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna do a final review of the small setup. So I guess that's all I got. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.